GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, brightening your day. Now, bringing over 400 M&S food favourites to make every stop tastier.
Nicely done, it has to be said. Can't beat a bit of violence now and again when it comes to the
only
machines.
when it comes to inanimate objects, you know.
Yeah. Although, you know, I mean, it is called Mike. It has a name.
Yeah, but so a lot of them inanimate objects do, if you know what I mean. We all call things. Have you ever had a name for anything? Did you ever be one of those people that would name your car or name your things?
No, and I always felt a bit left out by that, I have to say. Because you know the way that was...
Only you could feel like your car was ignoring you.
No, but honestly, because I thought, you know, should I? I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked the cars I've had, whatever. You know, you get them and you're delighted to have them and whatever, and you think they're great, especially if they're new on the rare occasion when that happens. But no, I never felt so attached that it was kind of like, you know, come on now, Bessie.
Yeah, come on now, Gertie. Get us up the hill here we can, together.
Yeah. The closest I ever came to it was, right, we were working together in the other place, right, and I had to borrow remember the really bad snow?
Oh, yeah. You had to, that's right.
And when we were actually sharing one of the company Jeeps because, you know, like, my car obviously
he was doing the round, and one of them had the nickname of... the Pink Panther was.
Pink Panther.
That's right, yeah.
But anyway, I remember on the way home, and like it was proper bad, right?
Oh yeah, and where you live, I mean, honestly, yeah. It took him 3 days to get to work. So he left here on a Friday, and he never even went home. He went 3/4 the way home, and then he had to turn back to get here from Monday morning.
And there was one spot, right, just as I was getting close to the village, there was one spot, and it was kind of uphill, and it was icy, and it was whatever, right? And it was, I was going up and in it, right? And it was starting to, you know, where you get that sensation that it's starting to stall,
starting to go,
whatever.
Yeah.
And that was the only
time. The momentum starting to slip away.
Exactly. And that was the only time I lost it and started talking to it like it was a person. You know, I was literally... I had the steering wheel. It was like I was kind of trying to shake it. I was going, come on!
Yeah, you're like, you can do it. Like Thomas the Tank Engine, an X-rated one.
It was
come on, you fucker! Come on, we'll do it. You can get up.
It was a bit like that because I was so close to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to get there. And it was the difference between not getting home or
having to go back down and bloody, I don't know, stay where. You know what I mean?
Staying overnight at the petrol station or something with all the other snow fugees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the closest I ever came to it. Yeah. You don't strike me as somebody who would have names for your motorbikes or anything. No,
I don't. I'm not really into any of that. I use nicknames, but they're not names. Like I call my Triumph motorbike the Trumpet.
Right.
You know, so that's not really the same thing. You know, it's the trumpet's erect or whatever like this, you know. The Harley I call the Hardly Movingson, you know. Because it's, you know, they don't work very well. And so I call them those things. But I know what you're saying. But that's not to say I don't talk to them. I do, like you, or I have done, you know.
Oh yeah.
And especially when they're in trouble.
Well,
like
exactly.
I've often said to the bike, like, what the fuck is wrong with you now?
Yeah.
I do. Jesus.
When there's an issue, I do kind of take it personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I would turn into that. Oh, that's you, yeah. Just when I need it, that's you all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just when I need to fucking get somewhere, I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you piece of shit. You're a heap of shite is what you are. God almighty. You know, like that. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for I've never had a car modern enough to have any of that talky business going on in it.
I hate all that. You know? That's the one thing I despise about modern cars.
It's probably a good job because it would probably turn around and go, well, you can talk.
Yeah, well,
look at you.
Yeah, your car.
Look at the state of your life.
Excuse me, I don't go on about the way you have bad feet and all. At least I can get fixed.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it, if you ended up with a fuck you.
Yeah, you fuck off. Imagine.
Conversation with your car.
AI gets so intelligent that it starts to answer you back and giving you grief and everything,
Yeah. Who are you to talk? Look at you, you knocked yourself out there and you were only trying to open a can of beans.
You thick shit. You think I didn't see that? Stop looking at your phone. You're driving. Imagine your car becomes...
Have you showered this morning, have you?
Yeah. Jesus, the smell off you getting in here. Yeah, car becomes like backseat driver to itself, you know.
Yeah.
You're driving this car. Brake. Would you fucking brake?
Would you?
They do that, actually.
It'd be very handy if it you know, if instead of picking on you, if it just became like a conversation partner. Like if you're literally driving along and your car turns around and goes, Still a say your man in the truck over there.
Yeah.
Is that your man? I think your man's picking his nose.
Imagine having to bring your car back to the garage because he's a
gossip.
He's a real prick. He's just commenting, pass remarks on everybody on the road.
He's just got a really bad personality.
Yeah, he's comment on women's looks and everything. It's really.
And I think he might be a bit racist. I don't know.
He is.
I'm not comfortable with
He's
him.
always swerving a bit wider when he sees, people of colour and everything. The car's horrible. I hate it. Yeah, I need to get another one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to know when where the whole kind of
AI is going to end.
Yeah, and the technology thing in general in cars, because as it is, you hate them because it's taken a lot of the driver experience away
from you. And I just hate a car. We're laughing saying it'll become its own backseat driver. They actually are like that already. I rented a car recently, about a year and a half ago now. My God, I hated it. I hated it so much. This bing, bing. You're like, I'm 2 fucking kilometres over the limit. Bing, 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 bing. Ping, 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 ping. You know, oh, fuck off. And I know that's the point of it. It becomes so annoying. You don't do anything wrong. Yeah. But you haven't even started yet. You get into the car, it's like your seatbelt's off, your seatbelt's not on, your seatbelt's not on, your seatbelt's not on, your seatbelt. You're like, shut the fuck up. And have you had the sleep tonight? Have you had a sleep? You ever seen you're tired? You're driving like you're tired. You're driving like you're tired. Stop and get a coffee. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Now,
shut the fuck
the truth
up.
now is I'm not sure which bit is. Are you exaggerating any of that?
No.
It wouldn't actually tell you to stop and get a coffee.
It does tell you stop. A coffee light comes up and it says take a break.
Stop
because it thinks you're driving, maybe you're weaving or whatever. But you just.
But in actual fact, all you've done is dropped your glasses and you were just looking for them.
Yeah, I'm just on all fours looking where I dropped my phone.
Wow,
that's obviously not true.
I didn't realise it was that bad.
Oh yeah, it's awful. And then they're cutting in, doing this lane assist thing, and you don't want it. Oh jeez, they're awful. I hate anything made after. You should be careful, seeing as though there's people who sell cars involved in the show and everything.
Yeah.
But they drives me bananas.
Yeah.
Absolutely bananas. And the big iPads all over the place, the big screens, no buttons. Oh my God.
It's going to get to the stage where somebody starts using that. The way we said that it gets to, people who take lawsuits, right? Or whatever. Yeah. And then there's mad ones. There's legitimate ones, and then there's mad ones. When a packet of nuts has to say may contain nuts and stuff like that. When you're getting to that, microwaves have to say don't dry your cat in it. No.
All this.
It's ridiculous, right? Somebody is going to use in some sort of car accident. Somebody's going to turn around and go, "Well, the car never told me. Yeah. The car never said that." What are you talking? No, the car never said not to do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because people are ticks as well. People have followed GPS into rivers and everything. That's true. There's numerous where they're just going, oh, it doesn't look right to me, but that's what that's what the car says.
You can't argue with a computer.
That drives straight into a river, and they're like, how in the name of Jesus did that happen? Nobody can answer that question, only you. Nobody can answer that question, only you.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. We're getting so used to just having those intrusive things. And then when you think back only 10 years ago when they brought ABS onto bikes, people are going, yeah, I don't know if I like this interference. That's ABS. That's just a safety feature. Yeah. It's not like your brake is going, hello! Hello!
I have to say, not being a car type, you know what I mean, and not being a full petrol head and everything.
Yeah,
I have to say, when somebody says to you, it's an anti-braking system or whatever.
An anti-braking system?
Yeah,
I'll put the anti-brake, you'll never stop the thing.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. You kind of think, and somebody's trying to explain it to you, as in, so what it does is it means you don't get that sort of jam on it or whatever. You get the process that, and you're like, when you're not fully au fait with it, you think, right, so does that mean it won't stop as quickly as when I want it to?
Yeah, you mean there's no.
So what do you mean? It's like I might say brake, and in actual fact I'll still be going in another 20 minutes.
Yeah. How long does it take to get home?
How long does it take to slow down?
Yeah. Does it skid on for ages and everything then? Yeah. And that's the thing. And then you get people explaining things to you and you just have no interest in it. Even when you're buying the car, you'll find out that the traction control unit in this goes through, it's got a megasecond lock. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. You see, that's the thing. I'd never, and it wouldn't, I know people are proper into it and they'll know all the specs and they'll get into horsepowers and
all this and
that's whatevers.
That's great with old cars when it's simple, like horsepower and everything. But Maybe I'm wrong, but I just think, you know the way there's Mustangs and we have all these like Ferraris and we have all these cars that were available like 50 years ago and they're now even more desirable.
Yeah.
Right? I am going to put my hand out and say there's not one single car being made today, modern car, that is going to be considered a classic in even 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one. They're all going to be shitbag Lego blocks sitting on a mountain of crap. Just dead batteries.
Not even a sort of, you know the way like, what do you call it, the classic Back to the Future car.
Yeah.
You're always saying, like that way, that was iconic. But shit. The
DeLorean, the original, was an awful car.
It was a terrible
absolutely awful car.
That became iconic.
Yeah.
So it won't even be on that level. It won't be like somebody saying, this was a Tesla from 2026. And you know what I mean?
No.
Absolute classic because, now, rubbish, but absolute classic.
It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Nobody is going to remember these cars that's out today with nostalgia. Nobody. No one's going to look at them, these battery powered cars. And I know they're for the environment and everything. Yeah, I know, whatever. This isn't an ethical argument. This is a passion argument, you know.
Absolutely. And why would you be listening to this show if you had any basis in fact anyway?
Yes, exactly. But like even the way, like no one's going to be going, I have a 20, in 2060, no one's going to go, oh yeah, me dad has a 2023 Nissan Leaf, one of the originals. Like no one's going to do that.
But you know what's weird about that now, to be fair? What's weird about that is, right, anybody who is out there going, oh, you listen to you two dinosaurs and your fossil fuels and everything, that's not the point. The point is the styling and everything about it. I know. Okay.
And the experience,
maybe
the driver experience.
Maybe if you're a proper petrol head, maybe you're right then. Maybe there's a few of those kind of elements or whatever. But like, you don't have to make an EV plastic. And you don't have to make it
with no
like
buttons.
Like a minimalist fucking, you know.
Like you're sitting behind a work desk looking at a screen.
Yeah.
With a steering wheel. A work desk with a steering wheel.
You could still have interior design
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not cheap as shit and just like stripped back and...
Exactly. It doesn't have to be mad futuristic.
Not at all.
And it can run on, on EV.
It can be electric. Yeah, it can be electric. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say a lot of people don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I know what you're saying.
They're just not classic.
If you're talking about somebody wanting to, your experience of even literal physical gear changes as opposed to whatever. Although you're as bad as me, you drive an automatic. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's the point, though, isn't it? Yeah. You can still look deadly and be
user-friendly.
Yeah, you still can. And it's just that it's weird time when you can't tell at a distance a Porsche from a Nissan.
Yeah.
Because the shapes, and you're like, you have to get real close and go, oh no, that isn't a Porsche.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that must be fella there now with more money than sense is starting to kick in. It's weird. It's just weird. Like, everything's square and Lego, like everything's the same colour. Yeah. You have ranges from white, grey, black, that's it.
Yeah.
Not like years ago when your neighbour would turn up with a orange Toyota. Snot green Capri. Those were the days. That was great old crack. You'd see every kind of colour. Yellows and a Datsun. Yellow Datsuns would be all over the place.
Yeah, and
metallic blues.
Tell you what's freaking me out at the moment. The part that annoys me most about modern car design is the headlamps and lights.
The LEDs,
apart from even the blinding, there's like, as part of the design process, sometimes you can barely see where an indicator is.
Yeah.
It's like a thin rope light that might go around the very edge. You can barely make it out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's mad.
I want to go back to when you pull a lever and a whole flag comes out the side.
Yeah, a man comes out the side, pointing
with a little red flag, and he waves it. That's what I want to go back to. I love all that. That'd be the great thing, yeah.
I tell you something, right? Because actually, would you be? Yeah, you probably would be. We're of an age, right, when elements of your driving test, they were very different.
Oh,
do you remember when you had to? When you were supposed to indicate if...
I know what you're going to tell me, yeah.
It was the
hand signals from inside the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, including straight on.
Do you remember that?
And how to indicate to a forward-facing car that your intention was to turn left.
Yeah.
And you were like
mad.
And then
that was in the driving test when we did it.
It was, yeah. When I did, your right hand had to cross your chest with the palm facing inwards. That was driving little.
You were only short of having to say, if you had a passenger, you were only short of having to say, roll the window, stick your arm out there, will you tell your man behind?
I know, yeah. And do you remember, like, you had to learn how to slow down in case you had no brake lights on the car.
Yeah.
You had to put your hand out and do the whole. This was like you were supposed to do. Like, you had to learn sign language.
That's
traffic sign language.
Like,
yeah.
None of that's around now.
And you had to do the circle one to turn
That's
left.
right. Yeah.
And if that's the car behind you, if there was someone in front of you, you had to do the circle one, then take your hand in and then put it across.
It was like doing some sort of weird disco move.
Yeah, it was. It was like, disco man, across, and then you put it out the window and turn.
Yeah, a weird hokey cokey. You put your right arm.
It was. You take the fucking left and you go to the roundabout. It was. I can't believe I remember all that.
I know, it's mental. And I mean, literally, can you ever remember using it?
Oh, not once. Never, ever. I've never seen anyone use it. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Like, if you were riding a horse, you wouldn't be told.
It's like mathematics. You know the way when you were
never used them.
Nobody's ever used maths.
Not once.
Ever.
Or history or geography. Or anything.
Yeah, not even English.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I don't know. So I've been speaking this fluent a version of Irish my whole life. And I intend to go on doing it. I'll be doing that hocus pocus and all.
Quality. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of ever having to learn anything that's never going to be used again in the future.
Yeah. Well,
because everything will be done for you, including your car reminding you, have you gone to the toilet? Because I'm not stopping again.
Yeah, I know. That is it, isn't it? That's where I'm at in life, though. Scared going, where can I have a piss between here and Longford? And the car's able to tell you. Yeah, like, where can I have a piss? And you're saying never use that that's not going into the future. That includes me. I'm not going into the future.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're top of that list.
Yeah.
The future's not for us, you know.
No.
We're far better off in the past.
In a few years, we're going to be like the fellas you see coming into Tesco on a horse. Hi, beautiful. Yeah, we'll be like the equivalent. Remember, it feels not long ago, but
we'll be on a horse, still using those hand signals.
Still using the hand signals, delivering coal. That's PJ and Jim. That's what they got into. Who buys the coal? Nobody. No one's had a coal fire since 1988.
They just going around on horses waving their hands.
They just thought there was an opening in the market. They're doing carrots next week.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Generally speaking, right, there's not an awful lot of positive things associated with the idea of getting older. Generally speaking, kind of aging and getting older or whatever, it's not something that you kind of, a lot of people associate a lot of positive things for. However,
until now,
there may not be positive things for you getting older. But there may be positive things for other people as you get older.
Well, is there a cure for narcissism? Well, you won't believe this. We've all dealt with somebody like this. Thankfully, I have never come across anyone like this. But some people who constantly talk and never stop talking about themselves, manage to put themselves into every conversation. They crave constant admiration and attention. Oh my God, it must be unbelievably tiring to be around someone like that.
Unbelievable.
There's obviously no cure for it, but aging apparently takes the edge off it. So when they studied and analysed data from over 37,000 people, it says that while we get older, narcissism does decrease. The shift is small, it's not huge, but it is consistent. And it is consistent that as you get older, you stop craving the same amount of attention. You stop putting yourself in there. Stop whittering on and blathering on about yourself consistently and constantly. I'll tell you something, Jim.
So you're saying there's still hope?
Yeah, there's still hope.
For me, I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you never stop going on about yourself.
Of course,
it's hard for me sometimes, I'll be honest with you.
Wow.
it's hard for me.
I was kind of thinking that maybe,
saying these things.
As you get older, maybe just maybe
as I get older,
you might contemplate the idea that there's, I don't know, other things, other people in the world, other than yourself. I don't know, just in passing, maybe I thought.
I know that. I'm not really interested in them, but I know it. Of course, I'm aware of that. Now I just know that, Jim,
so we become less self-preoccupied as we get older. Is that it? We don't need to necessarily have.
Do you
know. Feel has anything changed since you turned 50? Have you felt any less desire to have people talking only about you and only about things you like to talk about and only about you being the centre of particular attention or anything? Or
I can't say I've noticed much change yet, but I'm you know, but I'm watching you as well.
Right.
I'll see you. Jim's a terrible narcissist. I
Right.
will say, you know, I don't want to say I'm competitive or anything, but I'm a much better narcissist than Jim. You know, yeah, he tries, but he just can't give himself the credit he needs at all. Me, on the other hand, I'm quite good at it. I will say.
Well,
you know, that way.
That's very good. It's very good way.
Quite good
You're
at
right.
it.
I am a terrible narcissist.
Yeah. I'm a great example.
You
to
are
Jim.
a much better narcissist
I'm
than I am.
much better at it than Jim. I mean, honestly, it's like he's not even trying. You want to see? I put some effort into it, though. I'm very, very good at it. Like, honestly. What are you cutting me off for?
Glory Days. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
A lot of nervous people. However, you know, we are clutching at straws here for reasons for optimism.
Yeah.
And there's a story in the paper tonight of an Argentinian victory.
Yes, we're looking for Argentinian victories. And 2 Argentinian goldfish won a huge court case yesterday. I'm actually not even joking.
I did say we're clutching at straws, people, right? You got to work with us on this.
Yes, and two Argentinian goldfish. They were in a display tank outside a sushi restaurant in Buenos Aires, and they won their case yesterday in an Argentinian court to be recognised as sentient beings with legal rights. The fish, their names are Fede and Magui. They've been kept in a tank, and the tank, they say, was exposed to direct sunlight, traffic noise, harsh conditions, too many spectators all over around them. An animal advocacy group called Huelas Vacias, they filed a complaint under Argentinia's animal cruelty law, and it argued that their conditions just wasn't suitable for 2 fish. And they actually used the argument, it's like putting 2 polar bears inside a cage inside a sauna. Now, I would say that's similar to the conditions that Jim and myself are in today. Like 2 polar bears in a cage inside the sauna.
Do we qualify as sentient beings is the question.
This is where the argument lies. So some animal experts needs to open up a case for us too.
Wow.
We've got a certified primate over here who needs special conditions.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, when's the last time I was fed? When's the last time somebody threw food into this studio, eh?
Honestly.
I'm here a solid hour and a half, nearly 2 hours now.
He's been forced to wear clothes and t-shirts like he's in an ad for tea.
Dad, do you know that pianos are my foot? Anyway.
We're all over, and that's what we're like. But they won the case.
But the question I have for you is, who brought the case?
An animal advocacy group.
Right.
Yes.
So, and they knew, did they, by somehow communicating with the fish,
yes,
that they were deeply unhappy?
They did.
Right.
Yes, they did. Apparently fish hate traffic. This is one of the arguments.
They told them that, did they?
They said it's just not. They said they stood at the tank.
What's that, Feddy?
Yeah.
You hate traffic?
Yeah. And you too, Magui? Yeah. But he's giving me negative bubbles. He's giving me negative bubbles.
Wow.
Yeah, and say they've been relocated to a 660-gallon aquarium.
Ooh, that's a serious upgrade.
Yeah.
They were just looking for a new gaff. That's what they were. They were like somebody on the housing list wanting to get bumped up a bit.
Now, you see, this is where you may be right, because their solicitor, their attorney, Matthias Truffero, he said, yes, indeed, this does not ban the ownership of fish. It just bans the mistreatment of fish,
right?
And that they need to have a very big tank, and they need to be. And he says since the case, they're no longer tormented, and they're doing very well. He wants people to know they're doing very well since they won their case.
Wow,
which was yesterday.
Yeah. But in fish life, that's probably a long time, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, look, we are clinging on to it on the basis of it being an Argentinian victory of sorts. But the truth of the matter is, under normal circumstances, you'd be completely anti this, because you did once refer to fish as fruit of the sea.
Yeah, they're ticks, aren't they?
Well, obviously not now. You thought they were fruit of the sea. You thought they were thick, but in actual fact, it turns out they're sentient.
I'm sorry.
Sentient beings.
You're right. I have to take that back. Fish are not
like
thick. They
traffic, don't like
sentient.
people.
And they don't. Yeah,
starting to sound very much like us.
They sound like humans, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose, why would a fish like traffic? I've never sat in a car with a cods or anything like that. It's never going to happen, is it?
Yeah.
Nobody likes traffic. Why would a fish be any different?
Yeah, fish in particular.
Yeah. And long chats with agents and having people look in the window at you when you're just trying to go about your business. Yeah.
Actually, God, the more that happens, the closer it is to, you having some sort of empathy with these people. Well, constantly being looked at by passers-by.
Yeah. It's like when we're doing when we go to do the radio, this show, when we're sent off to do it outside, and you get those weirdos looking in the station windows at you, and you're like, you can come in and say hello. And they'd be waving and everything.
Yeah.
And then they just stand there looking at you and all. They don't even buy you a present or a bag of jellies or anything.
And then, of course, the other thing is that you'd have in common with them is a 3-second memory as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it, yeah? I've actually literally forgotten how the story started.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
We are going to talk about WhatsApp groups and the
holidays.
6 personalities. There are 6 different personalities when trying to organise a group holiday with your friends, and every single one of us fits into it. Every single one of us is at least one of those personalities, right? Mm-hmm. And here's the way it goes, and this really makes sense to me. There's always the chief vacation officer, the person who goes, right, I've contacted here's the link for the tickets, book your tickets now. My seat is this, the hotel we're staying in is this, I've block booked the room, so can you all send me a deposit? There's that person who does all of that sort of business. And then there's the busy...
Just as a matter of interest, do they that's the type of person who wants that job, is it?
Yeah, they're generally good organisers, yeah. They want
because a
to
lot
do
of the time it gets kind of forced on them. A lot of the time it's like you'll have to do it.
That's never been my experience. In my experience, it's always someone that just goes, look, I'll just do it, right? Because they think they'll do it right.
All right.
And everyone else will be...
In our kind of golfing experience, we just landed on Monty and just leave it to him.
Well, with a name like Monty, seriously,
Yeah, his name's Glenn, but
I wouldn't even take him serious. Imagine, gets books under Monty.
And he's also the lad who ends up being Kitty Man as well,
What's that mean?
As in, if you're putting a kitty, together for...
What's a kitty?
Money. God almighty, man. Have you ever spent time with other people?
I didn't know. What's a kitty?
Money kitty. A kitty for, so you buy, throw your money in and then it's your drinks kitty.
You're throwing money into it. Why are you giving the man your drink money?
Oh my God. I tell you what, move on, because it'll take up a long time.
I wouldn't be giving him my money.
Next question.
I have to pay him so I can go to the bar.
This man never literally goes away with any sort of groups of any sort.
I have to pay him so I can go to the bar.
No, oh my God. He goes to... Anyway, go on, do continue. And
then there's the busy bee. I've been this, the person, so you go in, right, here's the options for the date. It's this to this in August, this to July. Oh, no, I can't do that. No, I'm busy then. No, I can't do that one.
Right.
When are you free? Of 2 days in October. Not good enough.
That's also the bloke who doesn't want to go, really.
Might be a bit of that, yeah. And then there's the ghost, who I've definitely been, where you say nothing, contribute nothing, talk about nothing, and then on the day you just turn up to the departure gates with one small bag going, you right?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been that guy too. And then there's the very annoying snap happy one. When you're on holidays, they go, all right, come on, we get a picture. Everybody come on over. Jim, put down the kitty.
Yeah.
We're getting the picture. Come on. And nobody wants it. Everybody's happy. They're just sitting down.
Yeah.
You've just eaten your dinner. All right, I'll get the waiter to take a picture. Can you get a picture? Can you get a picture? Oh, jeez. Stop it. Just stop it. Yeah. We're all adults. Take a selfie of yourself. Oh, look at my phone. Lads, look this way. Lads, look this way. Lads, but just give it a break,
Unreal.
And then there's the fluent-ish friend. I've been this person too, person who has a bit of the language,
right,
but is just overly confident and just looks fluent, but he's actually saying nonsense to the locals.
Really? I had every faith in you when you were going on gibbering on in Spanish.
Everybody always says that to me. You're fluent, because I do it with such confidence. But what I'm actually saying is cheese over in wobblies down on bread, thank you, with butter if nobody knows. That's and then they put it together for me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That it works.
And you're like, jeez, that was brilliant. And I'm like, yeah. And you say,
somebody going to pay for that out of the kitty?
Yeah, pay for that out of the kitty. Yeah. You would ask him, can I have some butter? Excuse me, spread thing go on bread like this? Don't know why it look like sheet.
GloryDaze. It's the very best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim on Radio Nova.
When it comes to music, right, obviously here at Radio Nova we pride ourselves on what we call seriously addictive music. It's that music that you just can't get enough of. And it is I suppose it's ultimately your favourites. You know what I mean? Giving you what you want.
Yes.
And that it turns out that giving you what you want is basically it's an easier prospect than you think.
Well,
because none of us want any new stuff.
We're all suffering from what Dr. Ruth Herbert says is choice paralysis.
Right.
So we're all suffering choice paralysis, which means when it comes to loving our music, we listen to the same songs over and over again. To the point that some of us are listening to our favourite songs about 343 times a year and only have about an average of 6 artists that we would listen to on rotation at any one time.
Wow.
Because there's so much out there and we get stuck, you know. And 70% of us listening to the same artists on repeat and the same tracks. We like what we like is basically what that comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know what I like.
But I also find it difficult to find. So it's not even about new music, as in, you know, only just made or produced or whatever and released. I'm not talking about that. But even, like, over the years, right, there'll have been thousands upon thousands of songs that you liked, right?
Yeah.
Between various things, one-hit wonders and stuff and blah and whatever, and that you've forgotten about. The idea of trying to find them again.
Yeah.
Like, unless one randomly pops in, you know, you hear it on a... I was going to say hear it in a lift, but you're not, that's unlikely, right?
That's amazing. That's where Jim goes to listen to music. Some people go to bars or to nightclubs, or, you know, they go.
You know what
Jim's
I mean?
there going, I'm going down. There's a lift in the Cavan Crystal Hotel. Plays my favourite music.
But whatever it is that pops it into your head, and you go, "Oh God, remember that?" And you know, and then you might go and listen to it, or you go and find it on your Spotify or whatever,
or find it in your local supermarket. That's Jim's other favourite place to listen to music.
But anyway, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's the TK Maxx thing. Right?
Yes, it is.
It's like, you know, there's good stuff in there, but man, trying to find it.
And that's it. That's the choice paralysis. There's so much to choose from, it's hard to find it. And it's hard for most of us. Can you imagine what it's like for Jim? Like Jim,
why am I getting a kick in this?
Because you get choice paralysis when there's only 2 choices. Jim goes to a place and goes, what do you sell? We only sell burgers. We don't sell anything else. That's all we sell in this restaurant.
Okay.
And Jim still goes, oh my God, do I want ketchup or do I want pickles? Oh God almighty.
I'm not nearly as bad as he makes me out to be. All right.
He ran away from beauties after looking in the window because he couldn't handle the pressure.
Well, that was because I didn't think I was posh enough to go in. You know, that was, you know. Like, you know, me, I'm just a poor working class boy. So just to once again show the choice paralysis and what it means, right? In Bewley's you can go in and most of us think, will I have cake or a bun or tea or coffee? Jim got as far as, will I go in or will I not? Will I be let in?
Will I be let in or will I not?
I didn't know. For all I know, there could have been a man in a top hat the other side of the door going, get out, you street urchin.
He'd be there going, are you coming in to listen to music in the lift? I've told you this before.
This is unbelievable.
Can't just come in here to listen to music in the lift.
A story about people listening to the same music, and I've ended up getting a kicking out of it.
But you
shocking.
said to me before that you would never, ever, ever share your playlist with anybody. That
Absolutely.
you'd be way too embarrassed for anyone to see
100%. You know that Spotify rap thing or whatever they do?
Yeah, you'd never show.
Absolutely.
Go on, tell us what's on it.
Oh, it'd be all over the shop.
Lift Music Volume 7. It'd be all...
Actually, that's a very good album.
Lift Music. Oh, yeah.
GloryDaze, the best of Morning Glory with PJ and Jim.
With Apple Green, helping you enjoy a better journey. Now offering hundreds of M&S food favourites on the go.
Radio Nova.
I think sometimes he actively looks out for these stories.
I don't. Sometimes just the world comes into perfect symmetry.
Really?
Yes. And a new monkey has been discovered in the rainforests of Africa, they say. A new monkey. And they've never seen this fella before.
Right.
Unusual orange lips. I mean, seriously. They found it in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and in a place called Likweli, and he's only the 5th new monkey species identified in Africa in the last 75 years. Likweli, orange lips, a monkey never seen before. Sure, there's been one right here the whole time.
I knew this was coming. You're so predictable.
Colobus conagesis, that's what they say, and they absolutely, obviously, an already endangered species. Sure, there's only one in Congo. There's only one here. How will they ever meet? You know, I just think it's an incredible thing. A genetic, anatomical, and acoustic analysis have confirmed that he is a distinct evolutionary lineage. He's of distinct evolutionary lineage, diverged from...
Oh, distinct lineage.
Yes.
So, like, special.
Special.
Comes from extremely,
definitely
very good stock.
100%.
No, not your run-of-the-mill average kind of buffoon.
No way. I'd say they'll give this fella his own radio show over there.
I tell you, he could be. He might be from that very special lineage.
I think he is.
What did you say? Very distinctive audio.
Very distinctive audio, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I'd say he walks around and goes, sorry about that there. Sorry, I can't make up for you.
Yeah, does it say he's a very considerate one?
He was seen looking at 2 coconuts going, I don't know if I want that one or that one. I can't make up my mind which one to have.
Which to decide on.
Yeah. Oh, it's incredible. So
it's good at least that they're acknowledged, still celebrating this, when you find a new species of what are our closest ancestors, aren't they?
Well, that is what they say. Yeah.
And now the similarities are getting closer and closer. I mean, obviously, they're finding these kind of developments and these kind of in the ape or gorilla or chimpanzee or monkey world or whatever.
The world of primates, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas on the other side, there hasn't been quite the same levels of development. As in, say for example,
humans.
I don't know, the sloth. Say.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you meant as in humans.
No. Yeah. As in, like that, hasn't developed quite as much.
I know what you mean. I do.
As from an ancestry point of view.
Yeah, an ancestral point. I know what you're saying. Yeah, like because we have these apes and monkeys and primates, and they're getting smarter and smarter in the jungle and all, and we're getting their own radio shows and everything. And then we have these, and then we've got other species, like humans included, where we're actually finding some of them getting stupider and stupider.
Nearly reverting back to their sloth origins.
Yeah, I know. At one point they'll all meet. They'll be on the same level, and then they'll have to give 2 of them their own show together. And then at one point we might end up in a situation where the monkey is the leader. Did they
when they found this new species of primate, did they notice, apart from the auditory things and the orange lips and the whatever else they found, was he carrying anything? Was he lumbering through the jungle carrying anything?
Yes, he was. He was carrying a little fella not as smart as him on his back.
Right. Yeah. No wonder he had orange lips. He was probably struggling to breathe.
And they were like, are you all right? And apparently he went, I'm exhausted.
You've been listening to Glory Days, the best of Radio Nova's Morning Glory with PJ and Jim. Catch the show live weekdays 6 to 10 on FM, online at nova.ie, or on the Nova app.